Nestled in the mountains of Hidalgo, Mexico, is an expansive resort of caves, natural hot springs, and thermal pools. Grutas de Tolantongo is becoming one of the most popular day trips to do in Mexico City, and now that we've experienced almost everything there is to see in CDMX, it's time to adventure outwards.
On Instagram, this place looks incredibly gorgeous, with bright blue waters and hot springs that are said to have healing properties. But is it actually going to live up to the hype? Come with us as we find out.
It's currently 5 a.m. over here in the center of Mexico City, and we have to wake up very early if we really want to do this.
I had no idea how far this place is. It's actually in a whole other state, Hidalgo, and if you guys are keeping track, that makes it state number 19 that we've seen in Mexico, which is crazy.
Luckily, we have a guide to take us over there and explain us everything about this place.
Yeah, so let's head over there.
After walking through the Zócalo and getting to see it with absolutely no one around, we arrived to a hostel where our tour was waiting for us.
We booked a guided tour online for $89 each during low season. It seemed straightforward until we realized it was a 14-hour day trip. Why? Because getting to Grutas de Tolantongo takes 4 hours one way. And not in luxury either. We were packed in tight and our seats were right on the wheel arch. Fantastic. Luckily there was a stretch break 2 hours in at Barbacoa for some breakfast.
Me gustaría 2 tacos de borrego y también una quesadilla de borrego.
Ok, claro que sí.
Con queso. Sí.
Para mí 3 tacos, por favor. Because we are in the state of Hidalgo, we're eating barbacoa, which is the best. Also, this state is known to have the best barbacoa ever. And they cook it, they make a hole in the ground, they cook it over there, and right now we're also having some coffee that is café de olla.
Café de olla, my absolute favorite. If you haven't had it, it's like coffee but a little sweet with cinnamon. Very nice, and they always serve it in something like this. So good. The tortilla is super thick, like I like it. The meat is so soft, just like melts in your mouth.
Right.
And this is borrego, which is lamb, right? And it's so good. I normally actually don't get barbacoa tacos, but you know what? I think I need to start ordering these more. This is my style. I love these.
Consommé is a little different from what you have from birria, for instance, that is very thick. This one is a little different, but it still has a lot of flavor.
So you just like take a scoop of that, eat some
Yeah,
tacos?
I put some onion, some cilantro, and some lime.
Okay,
Yeah.
routine style.
Yeah, definitely.
So I kind of screwed up. I brought the dry bag. I brought
right.
the sarong. I did not bring the water shoes. And you told me to, and I
It's
just
alright.
forgot.
Frankly, we really need them over there, but there's a place over here next to the barbacoa spot that we can buy some.
Yeah, they have floaties, they have those, they have the things you can hold your phone in, so we're gonna go stock up.
There's a few other things you should bring with you to Grutas de Tolantongo. The area is cash only, with the closest ATM being 1 hour away. So you definitely want to make sure you have some cash. Also bring a swimsuit, but not your favorite one, since the mineral deposits can leave stains.
They're only $4, cheaper than Amazon. $5.
Very
Cheap.
expensive.
No, it's cheaper than Amazon's, I swear.
Another thing you should bring if you're wanting to take photos is a waterproof case or GoPro. That's another thing we failed to bring, but by the time we realized it, we already arrived to Grutas de Tolantongo.
We made it, and unfortunately it is pouring because there's a hurricane happening off the coast of Oaxaca right now.
That's right in the Pacific. So, but it's all right. We're gonna still smile. And the first thing I see, we're gonna see cave before
Yes.
going to the hot springs.
We learned something huge though. You're not allowed to have any kind of bag. So we're kind of just like holding all of our stuff in our hands. We have a lot of equipment with us that we had to leave in a locker, and
Actually, from here down, we're naked.
yeah. No. But we're like kind of a little bit worried about filming in the rain right now for you guys. This might ruin our equipment, but I think it's worth it.
It's worth it.
Between the weather and our unusual lack of preparedness for this day, it's not looking good for us, but sometimes that's the reality of travel. It isn't always what you expected. We begin exploring the area and learn that we're at an altitude of over 4,000 feet, and the hot springs flow from the volcanic mountains into a cave and to the river.
The local community has developed these natural hot springs into a tourist attraction that preserves its natural aspects, so there are both natural and man-made elements here. Our guide takes us to the caves and river first, which are totally natural. They're also closer to the hot springs, so you can find the warmest water here.
Looks amazing. It has some steam because it's very hot, the water over there. Wow, it's amazing.
It feels like a sauna when you're standing here. It's so crazy. I've never been to a warm waterfall before. Check this out, you can actually go inside and you get kind of like a little massage walking through the waterfall. We can't do it though with this camera, we need an underwater camera, but people are going for it and it's awesome.
I did not expect it's gonna be like this, for real.
The caves were just gorgeous, but the river, not so much. Because it was rainy season, what's normally a dreamy sky blue stream had turned into a roaring brown river.
So that is normally how the water looks right there, but because of the rain, it's all muddy.
Chocolate River.
Even worse, it was closed to the public for safety, but the tour gave us the usual amount of time here, so we stood around for an hour and a half with nothing to do.
This is how it looked on Instagram. So,
The good thing is, like, I think it stopped raining.
you are such an optimist, that's why I love you.
Eventually we made it to the site we were most excited to see, the pools. With the muddy water we saw earlier, our expectations were totally down, but we were pleasantly surprised to see the crystal blue waters peeking out on this cloudy day, and not too many people here. I guess this is the benefit of coming during low season.
It's warm. Over here it's warm.
Oh, whoa! That's actually warmer than the waterfall.
Yep.
This place is beautiful, and our guide told us a good tip. He said the lower you go, the colder the water is going to be because all the hot water is coming from up above. So I think we're going to try to find a pool, hopefully show ourselves up there, we'll see. Really is nice. It's perfect. I mean, no wonder people love this place. Though, I was surprised to learn that it's man-made. I, for some reason, thought this was a natural formation, so I was kind of disappointed by that. But it's still really cool. I mean, heck, the view here is amazing, and it is the real water from the hot springs, so very cool.
And even though there's a lot of people, you can still find your own private pool. So I'm taking out the shirt and then I'm going with Juliana over here.
After enjoying the pool, we decided to explore the grounds and saw the camping area and several hotels where you can stay if you're wanting to do an overnight here. There's also a few restaurants, so we headed to the Cocina Económica for some cheap but delicious tlacoyos.
So we need to do something clear. This is not nearby Mexico City. I mean, you can take a tour over there, of course, for a day, but it's nothing around the area.
Yeah, I was also surprised by how built up this is. I already said that the pools themselves are man-made, but this really does feel kind of like a little resort. Even people sleep over here and everything, lots of pools. And so it's just kind of a little different than what I thought. I thought it was going to be more like the hot springs we saw in Oaxaca.
Right.
Untouched and stuff like that.
This one is like a hotel, people camping, people just coming over here for like a swim park, water park.
Yeah.
And you just have to know, like, whenever it's rainy season, you can see the river a little bit like chocolate color.
Yeah. But we wanted to give our final thoughts on if this tour is worth it, because I still do think it is, but I do not think you should be coming here if it's your first time coming to Mexico City. I think this is more of a place for like second or third time, when you've already seen a lot of the other things.
Because in Mexico City, there's a lot of things. You can come over there, you can go over there for, I don't know, 4 or 5 times, and you're still gonna see or find new things.
And last but not least, I think that when you're doing this trip, I think you have to do it with a tour. Like, I wouldn't want to do this on my own, really. It's much easier to go with a tour. I like that our tour gave a little bit of everything, though I do think that we spent a little bit too much time at that first stop, and I would have preferred to spend more time here.
So that was Grutas de Tolantongo. A long journey, a few surprises, but ultimately one of the most unique day trips you can take from Mexico City.
But here's the thing, Tolantongo isn't the only hidden gem outside the capital. In our next video, we're heading somewhere a lot closer, a place most tourists totally overlook, yet it's known as the City of Eternal Spring. It also happens to be Martin's hometown, Cuernavaca. So long, travel well, and make the world your neighborhood.